Okay. We're going to try for a castle tour again. This time I'm going to actually try to have voiceover audio. So here we are standing outside the front entrance on the approach. And the first thing any unwelcome guest is going to run into is a minefield. So, pretty much anything you might want to take cover behind out here has a mine near it. Also, if you try to go around the sides of the castle, mines. And if you want to try to sneak around on the seaward side. Huh. I wonder if mines have a limited life expectancy out in the field. There's one. I had placed some down here, but maybe they got washed out. Ah, there's one. As you can see, we have the approach, covered by a couple of missile turrets on this side. There's another one that if you were coming up along the way, it would be able to see you as you approached. And there's also a laser turret over on this approach. And the guard posts are still up there. We have a gate, but gates really aren't that much defense because anybody who walks up to a gate can open it. They don't lock or anything. So instead of relying on the gate for help, if you walk through the gate, you're running right into the teeth of two shotgun turrets. And these have their own independent power supply over here in the corner. As you can see, I've done some repairs on the walls using the concrete block structures. This is done entirely on a PlayStation 4 with no mods and no God mode, so I had to actually go and gather the resources to build all of this. I don't have extra people or anything like that. Let's talk to this Minuteman here for a second.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting
as you can see, I have upgraded the weaponry of pretty much all my settlers here. He's got a hardened automatic assault rifle, and he's wearing some Brotherhood of Steel armor and other heavy combat armor. Everybody's got something going for them. And of course we have the artillery piece out here to soften up anybody trying to come in. This wall didn't build up this gap I didn't build up too high. It's just enough to keep anybody who wants to try to climb in this way from having an easy time doing it. Here are the two missile turrets on this side, and their power supply, which is far enough inside that you'd have to be up on the wall to attack it. Again, laser turret, and there's a machine gun turret on the other side, covering the seaward side. Guard. And this is not visible from the ground, so again, they'd have to at least get up on the wall to attack it. And if they did, I do have some interior turrets that cover the courtyard and can hit things on the walls. As can these machine gun turrets here that cover this side. Some of my farming is up here.
9 a.m. here at Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Not quite sure why he's decided to stand there. Maybe he doesn't like that guard post. Over here, we have the machine gun turret and, of course, a laser turret and a missile turret with the power supply hidden back in the recess. Here's another breach in the walls, which I've filled in. And if you look down there, anyone who tries to climb up to it is going to start running into mines. There are mines grown about all the way down here, typically around places where someone might want to take cover. Couple of missile turrets and machine gun turret covering this approach. And I have seen these things open fire. Something came at the castle from over that direction, and they just pummeled it. And not long ago at all, I have managed to offend the Brotherhood of Steel, so one of their vertibirds came flying over this way. And this turret, and that laser turret, and this turret opened fire on it, and it dropped pretty fast. There's still fire burning from where it crashed, but most of the stuff has disappeared already. Now, in addition to just upgrading the arms and armor of all my settlers, back entrance also covered by a couple of shotgun turrets. If anybody tries to come through that choke point, they're going to have a very bad day. Barracks back in here. Another barracks with a table. My room back here, one of my settlers. And I have a suit of power armor here, and notice that this one does have a fusion core in it. So if anything starts going crazy, one of my settlers, in this case probably that one, will jump into that armor and start helping to defend the base. If it looks like she's underdressed, she's not. That is a ballistic weave dress, so she's actually pretty well protected. And that's a mean shotgun, too. Got a little staff room here, still needs some work. So, that's what I've done with the castle.